It's 420 Blazer time, kids. So when you're a game
does
dev,
that mean?
I don't know, man. Look, it's been a long week, all right?
Okay.
When you're a game dev, honestly, a lot of the time you're only playing the games that you're working on, especially when it's close to launch. And we've got a demo coming out. It's out right now for Steam Next Fest. So if you couldn't make it to the ball pit today, you actually can play it from the comfort of your own home. I will say,
Or
though,
your own ball pit.
Your own ball pit. The ball
Highly
pit
encouraged.
is the intended gameplay experience, in my opinion.
Yeah. Fair.
But yeah, 420 Blazer 2 is a shooter, which is sequel, actually, to 420 Blazer 1. Crazy. Game that came out in 2014. A guy called Andy Sum created it as an itch.io game. It was a little game jam project. Oh, that is the loading screen of 420 Blazer 2. Perfect. And it was a silly little game, you know? He made it. It went quite popular at the time. 10 years later, it's time. It's time for a sequel. No one asked for it, but we're doing it. And it's great, you know? You are a Secret Service agent. You were in retirement. The Illuminati have stolen all of the world's memes, though. You've been forced out of retirement. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
So familiar. Anyway, you have
It's
to...
like my game that I played.
So, you know, it's very important. You gotta. I love that this is playing. Working on this trailer wasn't the trailer that I worked on. There's a gameplay trailer that I worked on. I don't think I've ever, as a publishing producer, I don't think I've ever had so much fun making something so stupid.
Yeah.
PC Gamer reviewed our demo, and it's probably the favorite review I've ever received in my life. They said that it was upsettingly competent. Which
good.
is like, as a dev, honestly, making this game couldn't have been better.
That's the perfect compliment to this game, because that means that despite wanting to hate everything that they're looking at, they can't help but be impressed by the game.
Rock, Paper, Shotgun said the same thing. I can't remember the exact quote, but they basically went on about how it should not be a thing that exists, and yet it does, and it's somehow great.
Yeah.
Which, again, love that. I love that everyone's mad, and yet still they can't help but love it, even though they're haters. That's, you really did use the kick a lot.
I loved kicking, so I recorded this gameplay
Broke
for
the
Kelsey.
game, Ruby. You
You
can't
couldn't get through the door too. Is this Star Citizen?
And I accidentally kicked the piano into the door.
So
I simply had to crouch down on top of the piano.
I love
to
that
make
for
sense.
you. Do you get headshots? One of the great things about getting a
do.
headshot in this game that
I do.
will come up shortly as you begin to watch the gameplay. It's one of my favorite things about this game. One of the very the original context is, you know, just very overwhelming. You know, there's a lot of memes. They come up, a lot of Comic Sans comes up. You'll see it as it happens. I can't really describe it in words. It's more of a experiential thing.
Yeah.
One thing that here we go. Yes. Beautiful. There's a lot of that.
Less UI than a Ubisoft game.
Yeah, so I was going to say you were praising the UI on the
pizza runs away from you.
The pizza.
I lost
That's
the
so
pizza.
funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stop hero sliding and
I
get
love
the
how
pizza.
this is like the tutorial level, and you're like, no, my pizza.
Yeah, I lost
It's
the pizza.
beautiful. That's truly.
I tried.
Truly, taste the kick. Taste it. I honestly, one of the things that I am really proud of is I don't think any other game has ever done this, and this is one of my inventions. We have a meme slider in the game, so you can adjust how memey the screen becomes.
Okay.
It can go from overwhelming to fucked.
What
That's
are we
so
on
fucked.
now, roughly?
I think this is just overwhelming. I think this is the entry level meme, if you will.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
It's
Beautiful
wild how,
job.
like, as you said, the competence of it. If you were just focusing on the gun and the animations and the shooting, it's like, that's all incredibly tight. Like, this is basically playing
Someone
like
compared it to Fear, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Fuck, I remember
Fear,
that
but
game.
like, fucked, fucked UI,
The
crazy.
shooting in this game feels so good. so good. It is crazy how smooth it feels when it looks so ridiculous.
You are so right, though, in running around kicking, because that is one of my favorite things as well. When we were capturing for gameplay trailers, I just read around. There's like a scene that you can go, if you're fighting aliens, sorry, spoilers. There's a moment when you're fighting
You know what? That
aliens.
didn't spoil anything for me, I'll be honest.
Yeah, to be fair.
Can I ask it how far through development was the game when you joined the team?
relatively far. Yeah, I'm coming in for like the final stretch.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the pitch when you go, I'm interested in potentially working for you. What are you working on? Like, sell me on your business.
Yeah, I think they showed me one of the streamers, I think it was PewDiePie playing the original.
Yep.
And they were like, okay, so we're doing a version of this. And they showed me some of the gameplay that they had. And I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. My God, I am in. Count me in. And it's been just so fun. I've worked on a lot of serious games in my life.
Yeah.
This is not serious.
There's nothing, and I.
That's
Wait, is that fucking?
Yeah, it
oh
is,
my
baby.
God.
Lightning McQueen?
Yeah, well, hey, for legal reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We've actually redesigned.
Lightning
Got it.
McMeme.
I think it's Kachow, actually, is his
good.
name.
Right.
Or Kachu. It's one of the two.
It's nice to be at a point now that like we and you guys obviously I'm sure took this into account when you were working on it, when they're working on it. It's that there's nothing wrong with developing a game now with the intention of it being streamed and shared and enjoyed en masse. Because up until this point, or not this point, but like there's been a lot of games that have sort of surreptitiously been like, well, we're actually making a game that'll do well on streaming. And it's like, yeah. You're trying to sort of hide that within your game as like, oh, it's got really satisfying things for viewers, but not for players.
Sure.
Whereas this is kind of just going in that direction hard and embracing that. And I think that's actually quite refreshing.
It's just a silly little time for silly little guys who want to have an extremely overwhelming and bizarre experience. You know?
Yeah, totally. And again, for that to be like, I'm going to stream this because I'm going to laugh at it and I want my audience to be like, this is wild and I'm going to give it a go myself. I think that's just like, yeah.
I think it also talks to the same kind of design philosophy that what's the Lavia's Studios name?
Strange Scaffold.
Strange Scaffold have of going like, we are not going to be making a $250 million AAA game.
No.
We cannot compete in that space. It is an unsustainable business
What do you mean?
practice.
This is actually a Call of Duty competitor.
Absolutely, it
Excuse
is.
me?
I mean,
But
I know it's not. This is better than Call of Duty.
Guys,
currently.
it's Game of the
Kill the
Year.
fucking car.
Game of the year.
It's literally Game of the Year.
Well, the full name of the game, I cannot say it. It's like I've worked for these guys for a while and it's too long. Ruby, if you can pull it up, that'd be so
I can pull it
great.
up. Don't worry.
So yeah, it's very important that you get the full name for brand reasons. Oh, thank you, Dolphin Pants, for
Holy moly.
Perfect.
Dank dreams and goated memes. Hashtag wow11. Like and subscribe.
wow, out of 11.
That's on Steam, and so when you have to like install the beta
It's a
version,
quadruple A game. That's right.
it is. It's a quadruple
You
A
got
game.
that through Steam
The
approval?
second ever
I did get it
quadruple A
through
game.
Steam approval. I don't know about Steam Deck yet. I don't think we're verified on Steam Deck. That's a future problem. But yeah, no, like when you try and open up anything like the dev end, you can't see it because the title's too long, and we did not think that through. But that's fun, you know. It's just a silly little time for silly little guys.
That's so fun. I think my point being about this they've gone to execute something that they wanted to achieve.
Yep.
And it's amazing that it can happen and work and be something
Also,
exciting
an Australian team, Australian devs, huge sweeties. They're the best.
Yeah, amazing.
I don't think that they know that I'm going on this because we've had a really big week.
Yeah.
Like, hey Marcus, hey Jack. I know I saw you an hour ago and didn't say anything, but 420 BLAZEIT.
Blazer.
So it's on
Demos
Steam
out
at the
now?
moment.
It's on Steam now. Next Fest free demo. You can play it.
Is it Next Fest already?
Yeah, no.
It is.
Next Fest happened at the same time as PAX. Can I just put that out there so you
God.
understand?
Yeah.
It's been a time.
Yep.
You know, pray for your local game dev.
Everyone in
struggling.
chat, go check it out now. You've got no excuse not to.
Yeah, wishlist, please. Thank you.
Yeah.